welcome to episode 59 of the PenguinSoup podcast. Today is Saturday, March 19th. My name is Jenny, also known as PenguinSoup, and let's get right into it. So I'm using my professional camera this time with a mirror setup and a tripod of real stuff and a big light here, so lighting is actually decent. I fixed my computer so I can process these videos. Please don't be out of focus. Let's hope this works. Okay, hoping this isn't out of focus. It's tracking my face, so it's gotta be doing something. Bows, finished objects for this week? Nope, none. Whips, there is actually just one. Because I'm trying to get it done so I can take pictures to the new website. Everything's kind of connected together. So I've got Gale, aka Night Song, by, does it say? Ma Lucky, I think. But I'm using the transcribed version by Kelly Brooker, which is actually, really quick, written out like this. See, you didn't see anything. Because the chart is... I'm thinking of inappropriate words. I can't come up with anything good. It's crap. We'll just put it that way. So I am on the 5th repeat out of, I hope I can get 7, but we'll see. And it's on a tiny chord, so you can't see it super well. But here it is. It's going a lot better. So basically I probably would have been done by now, but I've started this pattern over 5 or so times. The pattern was wrong, and then I finally got the pattern right, and then I decided I didn't like how it looked on the 4mm needle size, so I switched back down to 3.75 millimeters, and I like it a lot better. So it sees like really pretty leaves. Yeah, here's one. Okay, so here's a leaf. There we go. And then it's got like this nice lacy detail leading into them. It's gonna be a gorgeous shawl. I absolutely love the detail. The pattern is pretty, but it leaves some to be desired. And I got some cool stitch markers for that I will talk to you about a little bit later. And I'm gonna add it here. Bam. There we go. I've actually kind of prepared this time. It's nice. Ooh, except I'm so uncomfortable, so I gotta get moving. Oh, and the yarn is my Adelie sock yarn, and it is in the Murex colorway, which I'm gonna be dyeing again soon. Spinning, none. I said I was gonna finish that really quick spinning last time. Didn't get around to doing it. So what am I gonna knit next? I'm going to actually start chasing rainbows, and I'm gonna have a cowl for it. And then I'm going to start Orchids and Fairy Lights, and I will show you the yarn for it a little bit later. Both of them are going to be for shop pictures and for the zombie knitpocalypse, so I can have it at my booth. Mail call. Nope, cool stuff. Cool stuff. I spent about $200, which sucked, but I got a solid state hard drive and another 4 gigs of RAM for my MacBook. It's an early 2011, so it's pretty old, and it runs so fast. It's amazing. I've got everything updated. It's like lightning speed. I love it. I'm so happy I spent the money to upgrade it. So now that I for sure have a working MacBook, I will be able to do more blogging from bed. I'll be able to do better video processing and actually put some editing into the videos. God, I hope this is in focus. Yeah, and then if my PC dies, I've got everything I need stored on my Apple Time Capsule, so I'm good. I can just keep going on from my MacBook, so I don't really have to worry about it. And then I'm going to put money towards fixing my PC because I like working on the bigger screen, because I was dumb and I got the 13-inch or 11-inch or whatever it is, the tiny one. I think it was 13-inch MacBook for school, which was great. Awesome battery life. I totally recommend it. I love it. But I broke my glasses, so I'm blind, so it kind of sucks staring at a teeny tiny screen. I wish I had the bigger one. Cool stuff. MacBook is working. Means I can have VKNs again. Yeah. I'll talk about that a little bit later. This is probably going to be a really quick show because I've only had like one thing to show you and then like a whole bunch of yarn porn at the end. Mail call. So it's not here yet, but I ordered plastic feet to come so I can start showing my socks on plastic feet, both for the podcast as well as at my show, because there will be more coming. So I hope those will come. They're from China. They're supposed to be here on Friday. Today is Saturday. No feet. So I'm hoping next week, but we shall see. I also ordered a Haya set. I didn't bring it in, but I've got like the little envelope, and it's got the small sizes. I got the 4-inch, so it's better for hats. And I find that I'm knitting more and more projects. Not the best thing maybe. But I've also found that I want the bigger sizes, or it's kind of awkward knitting a sweater on a little 4-inch needle. I'd rather have like a 5-inch needle so it fits better in like my finger here. So I ordered their, I think it's a special edition interchangeable set. It comes with 5-inch tip needles, 13 pairs of needles, 3 or 4 cords, the cable adapters for big and small cords. Comes with like needle tips, cord tips, puppy snips, like a whole bunch of stuff. So I'm really excited for that to come. I also sold one of my personal Gilio planners and ordered an A5 Gilio planner for I think $7 more than I sold the personal for. Woot woot! It'll be light blue, and then that is going to allow me to sell my 2 personal Finsburys from Filofax. I know, a little bit of planner talk here, but I haven't been using, hold on, there we go. I haven't been using the personal size. I love the color. I haven't been using this for years. I mean, it was kind of used when I was with my ex, and I had like when bills were due in it, and he was allowed to write appointments in it, but that was like it. And I can't sell one and have the A5. Like they're a pair. They go together. I can't do it. So having another A5 on the way means that I can sell my current A5, which also means that I can sell the personal with it, and I have a buyer lined up for that. So basically, the sale of these paid for my new knitting needles, and just preemptively bought them because I'm getting the money later. So it's exciting! I can't wait. So I'll show you my fancy new blue crocodile print A5 when it comes in. Also, I got new inserts because, you know, why not? So I tried, I'm not going to use them anymore, so I'll just rip it out. These ones. I don't know if it's going to show because of the light and everything. So it's a week on one page, and it's got like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, Sunday share a box, which sucks. Then it's got this week's goals, this week's routines, which was kind of nice, with a space for 1, 2, 4 different things that you did, and then like Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you know, across, so you could check when you did it off or what weeks you should do it. It comes with a to-do list and notes at the bottom, which was okay. But I found in a planner group that I'm in, a lady makes these inserts and she printed them, and they look like this blank, which is kind of awesome. So it's got the weeks and then Saturday, Sunday, and then across the bottom it's got to-do, follow-up, notes, and then a grid. So this is what next week looks like for me. I don't know if you can see this. It's probably going to be out of focus because this camera doesn't autofocus. Ooh, wow, okay. It doesn't autofocus. Anyway, so I can put in my work schedule. I can color code for stuff I have to do, like physical working stuff for the shop. I can do like website stuff. I can color code for social stuff. The bottom grid is podcast notes, so if I like randomly start something different and I don't want to forget about it for the podcast, I just write it in there. Notes is what I'm going to use right now for trying to keep myself on track for getting my new website up. Follow-up being like people I have to contact and message again because I'm really bad for forgetting that, and it'll take a couple of days. And then to-do has become to-die, and then I'm going to divide it in half for regular and self-striping. So that's what it's going to look like, and I'm pretty excited, and I can't wait to get my new planner. Also, what came in the mail, I have a physical thing to show you. I messaged Uli, who does the very, very awesome stitch markers for the clubs. And I was like, Uli, I totally need some plain stitch markers in orange and black because I already had them. I need 10 of each, orange and black, 5 of each with coordinating beads and 5 each of like not coordinating beads. And, oh, it's not gonna because it doesn't focus. Stupid camera's not having autofocus. Boop. There we go. Can we see them? Kind of. Here's a blurry shot. Blurry, blurry. Anyway, and I sent it, I checked, because I never got a reply back from her. Well, I did, but I didn't get the email for it. I had them in 7 days. She is amazing. She didn't charge me for them. She just popped them in the mail and said, here you go. She's such an awesome woman. So I'm going to be sending her some extra goodies because she's amazing and deserves extra goodies. I'm going to be sending her daughter some yarn because she's going through some tough times and is starting to knit socks. Totally needs yarn for socks. Sorry. But I just wanted to say, Uli, that I really, really appreciated that. It completely made my day. And it is making this damn shawl so much more enjoyable. Having Halloween stitch markers and having all the different bead colors really helps me keep track of the pattern. On to Ravelry. So, ask me anything. I forgot to open the thread. I'm going to actually put a note in the planner page to open AMA. So I will open that for next week. I'm actually going to think I'm going to try and podcast every week now. Just because. Even if I have nothing to show you, I can still ramble and fill in some time. Okay. BKNs. So, they're going to have completely random times at completely random days. I will announce them on the Friday for the podcast, or possibly earlier, because work switches my schedule all the damn time. Sorry about the swearing. And it's really, really frustrating. Or I'll post on the thread as well and give a heads up. But the next week, and we're back. Ran out of time. Can only record for a certain amount of time on this camera. Fun. But yeah, so there'll be VKNs, completely random times. This one is going to be Friday at 3:30 p.m. Eastern, which is a half an hour after the update. So heads up, we're gonna have an update, and then bam, you can tell me what you got, we can have a knit together. Yes. Sorry, dry throat. Okay. So again, BKN is Friday, March 25th at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Daylight savings time happened for you UK peoples. So just as a heads up, I think it's about 9 o'clock your time. I'm not positive. Just keep in mind that daylight savings happened. Cows. So I'm going to start chasing rainbows soon with Ellie from FO and Dye. We're going to start April 1st. I'm going to open that up just for a fun knit along for anyone else in the group. No prizes or anything. But if you want to join us, you can start knitting Chasing Rainbows starting April 1st. And then I'm going to be doing an Arnaria tank knit along, the lovely tank that I knit in the wrong size. That's going to start May 1st because I really want it done before June so I can wear it to the Zombie Apocalypse. Okay, shop. So if you are not interested in shoppy stuff, I will see you next week. And if you are interested, get ready for the yarn porn. Heads up though, update is March 25th at 3 p.m. Eastern. And my new website, I've put a date, will be May 1st. There will be discounts for the opening, and I think after that there will be very few discounts after that. So if you're interested in them, sign up for the newsletter. The easiest way I think right now is blog.penguin-soup.com. You can scroll down, and then there will be discounts for the opening. As well, I think there's going to be a discount for signing up for the newsletter starting soon. We'll see. I'm working on it. Okay, so yarn porn. I reached into my bucket. I dyed some Forbidden Forest, and I love it, and I dyed it all in the same pot, and you can see how the different, this is going to be interesting, how the different types of yarn, different bases took the dye differently, is what I'm trying to say. So my Emperor base. Also, lots of Harry Potter yarn are going to be coming purely because, is this blurry? I can't tell. I don't have glasses on, so everything's blurry. I hope it's not blurry. If not, I'll do better next time. I'm sorry. But, yeah, Harry Potter yarn because the new movie, The Magical Creatures and Where to Find Them, is coming out, and I love Harry Potter. So I thought I'd start with Forbidden Forest. So this is Emperor. And then we got the merino cashmere, which is very similar. And then we have the silk, which is the merino silk, so emperor lace yarn. And since silk doesn't really take the dye as well, well, the same dye I use for the protein dyes I use for this, doesn't suck it up quite as much. It's a little bit lighter, which is still really, really pretty. You've still got the pretty blue tones in here, mixed with like the darker blacky greens with the lighter greens, and I love it. It's one of my favorite colorways. Oh, I can't wait to knit something out of that. Then we've got some Foggy Swamp. Foggy Swamp is basically, I toss a couple of colors into the pot. Always comes out differently, which is really, really fun. And this time it looks like this. Last time it was a lot more green. This time all the colors showed up really well. So you've got your light blues, you've got your greens, your yellows, you've got your pops of purple, you've got some darker blues, especially on this merino cashmere skein, and some dark blue in here. I really, really like Foggy Swamp. It's fun. I love how it's always different, but it's always like these color families. Move my stitch marker so I don't lose them. Okay. Then we got Lakeshore, which totally reminds me of the beach, like lakey beaches. So this was the first one I did. It's darker blues, lighter blues, little bits of white for the sea cap, or the white cap foam caps, white caps on the waves, white caps. And then little bits of speckly browns for like the pebbles and the beaches. And then I dyed it on NCN and it came out a little whiter, which I really, really do love. And it's so soft. And then in the little pops, I don't know if you can see because of the camera not focusing, but there's little pops of brown. I'm gonna hide. Oh, little pops of brown in there. Love it. I have one mint chocolate chip because I can't eat ice cream anymore, but the mint chocolate chip was delicious. So this is really nice minty green with bits of brown. Yum. I have got 2 skeins of April Showers, which I have totally took one, so there were 3, now there are 2, of April Showers, and I'm going to knit my Chasing Rainbows out of it because it seemed fitting. So it's gray, tonal gray with little pops of color, and these pops of color aren't going to stick together in a shawl because of how it's warped together right now when you go through. It's just going to be little specks throughout. They'll make awesome socks too. I love it. Can you even see the color? I hope so. It's really pretty. I've got some saltwater taffy, which I'm keeping one of these for myself. Here's that. I really, really like how it came out. It's so much fun. I'm going to make some monkeys out of it for a shop. I guess you can see it back here. I don't have to hold it. I'm just used to... Anyway. So I've got it available on Emperor. And I've got it on MCN. I've been dyeing a lot on different bases. The same colorways on different bases now, just for fun. Like this, for example. I have one more skein of this on worsted. Aside from myself as well. So this is Robin's Egg. This is a really nice tonal Robin's Egg blue with little speckles of brown throughout it. And I snagged one of these because I'm totally knitting Orchids and Fairy Lights for a shop display for this. I was gonna dye just a really dark blue one, or kind of like a nice blue one like my hair was. My hair is obviously darker now. It hasn't lightened like it used to, which is weird. But I was gonna dye a nice blue one, and I was like, you know what? It's spring. There's robin's eggs. I love that shade of blue. Let's do it. So I've got an extra worsted weight if you want to knit if you want to knit a hat along with me. Then I've got 2 on Emperor. I love this color. And I've got one on lace weight, which I really debated between chasing the April Showers or the Robin's Egg for Chasing Rainbows. I might have to snag the Robin's Egg to knit another shawl with it because it's gorgeous and I love it. Like these colors. And most of these, oh no, I missed one. I got birthday cake. I was gonna call it unicorn tail or unicorn poop or unicorn horn. I couldn't decide. But then it looked like birthday cake. like funfetti or confetti cake. Also like birthday cake, cake pops from Starbucks, which I love. So it's white, and then half the skein is speckled. So when you warp it up, or not warp it, wrap it up here, you can see it kind of comes through. This is the white one, and then this is the speckled half. So it's going to be a really cool, like, pops of speckles. I think it'd make an awesome shawl. You'd even make awesome socks. It would work in a more patterned sock pattern because of all the white with it. Oh, I really, really want to knit that one too. I almost stole it. Almost. Okay. So I think that's it. I really hope you didn't have to watch a, what's the word? Blurry. Wow. Okay. I hope you didn't have to watch a blurry show. I'm sorry it's a rambly show. I really hope it worked out and that you can hear me for the show. So, I will see you next week. Happy crafting. Bye!